Hey gang, good morning. Today's Friday, February 26th, and we're going to live solve today's New York Times crossword. It's by Chuck Diodine, which it's a name I don't recognize. It's Friday, so it's probably going to be themeless, and difficulty-wise, though, kind of a mixed bag on Friday, so who knows. But let's do it. Bit of strategy. It's probably a tactic, right? Tactic. Painting technique used in Van Gogh's The Starry Night is it's very distinctive. I don't know what it's called, I guess. Good as gold and others. Oops. Let's see what this is. Producer of, so this is Tesla. Good as gold. High MPG vehicle is interesting. I'm not really sure what that is. When having a certain video chat, there's a Skyper. So this, right off the bat, this has a really fresh feel. This feels like totally not the same kind of stagnant fill we see all the time. I'm guessing that this constructor, Chuck Diodine, I'm guessing he's probably a debut constructor, but I don't know. Oscar nominee for Argo is Alan Arkin, brilliant actor. Narcissus ploy. It's on a roll. Follower of McCarthy. It's just ite, like a McCarthyite. Boatload is cargo. So is this like errata, or I don't really know what's going on here. Levin, who wrote the Stepford Wives. Is that like Ira Levin? Team with Mr. and Mrs. Mascots. That's the Mets. Irritant. Appropriate or appropriate. If it's appropriate, it could be like usurp maybe, or seize. What Grand Canyon tourists enjoy. I just went to the Grand Canyon in October. It was awesome. I hadn't been there since I was a little kid, and it was quiet. I went to the North Rim. It was cold. It was like 30 degrees when I got there. It was really cool. A large marble. Choice words, like just ors, could be ifs maybe. I don't know. Let's see here. This just in. Something news. What happens while you're busy making other plans? Life. Italian architect Ponti. I want to say Gus, because I feel like, well, I don't know. I don't know. So I'm going to not write anything there. Something and ol. Stock characters in Upper Midwest jokes. Something and ol. I have no idea. Revolution around Osol is Año, right? Cry for attention. That sounds pretty good. Tape and errata. Let's see. Makers of parts. Be present. Exist. Expression of support. I'm going to say that's probably ra. Expression of contempt. Nah. One who might meet with angels for short. So I think that's probably related to angel investors. Like this is an investment clue. So like a CFO maybe. Chief Financial Officer. Ooh. Maybe not. Who knows? Meet somebody you've heard lots about. So that's like put a name to a face. Or is it put a face to a name? Interesting. We're putting something somewhere, I'll tell you that. Creator's leeway is, let's see, I would have said this was like poetic license, but that's not what it is. Jill Biden Nee Jacobs. Now this is either Mauna Kea or Mauna Loa, so it ends in A. Dolt. Dolt. I don't know. Something found after many years. Fencing sport with bamboo swords. So this is kendo, which is awesome. It's probably like the coolest looking martial art, where they wear all like the cool armor and the face shields and stuff. Morricone. Seat occupier for short. Could be like a rep or a politician. Lab tube. Stylish is, well, normally I say chic, but that doesn't work. Like 2021 now, it has its faults informally. Club's premier venue. I don't know. Bring aboard sci-fi style. So let's beam me up, Scotty. How many Amish barns are raised? They're raised by hand. They're raised as a group. Robin Hood competitor. So this is probably E-Trade, I'm guessing. This is a stock app question. Kind of in the same world as CFO and angel investors. We got a money puzzle here, people. Patronized in a way. Something. Indenting aid. Like tab key, maybe? Tab key. Back to this. Irritant. Appropriate. What Grand Canyon tourists enjoy. This is interesting. What do Grand Canyon tourists enjoy? They enjoy panoramic views and, I don't know, large marble, capital of every country. So I think this is going to be just like first letter. FIRSTLETTER. Capital of every country. First. Dolt. I really don't know what that is. So this is put a face to a name. It's going to be this one, because this is chefs, James Beard Award winners. Northernmost part of the UK is Scotland. Something legit. Lovely to see you. That's a total shot in the dark, but it's got to be two words. I think it's lovely to see you. Favoring of Sadia liqueur. I'm going to guess this is acai berry, because that fits. Defeat soundly as spank. What is this? Star witnesses. Space. So puree is a blender. Pick on a peck is a tat. That's I like that, just like cute little alliterative whatever. It's nice. Amour de moi? Is it just M-O-I, moi? Oh, artistic license. I said poetic license, but artistic license works. And so this is moi. Equatorial plantation crop is like cacao, or is it cacao? Spelling. Force on Earth is 1G. Things used by star witnesses. Telescopes? Oh yeah, because maybe this is swa. This is swa, not moi. Telescopes, but that wouldn't work with Scotland, right? Shetland? That's a thing, right? Cripes. Telescopes. That's got to be. It's got to be telescopes. What is this? Oh, so it's not CFO. So that's not great, because the CEO would probably also meet with the angel investors, but this is specifically a money clue, so it would seem like it's got to be CFO. But no. And so this seems legit. This is still either Mauna Kea or Mauna Loa. Oh, Mauna Loa, so imbecile. Bah. Yeah, so Bah, Shetland. I think there's a TV show called Shetland. I don't really know. So like the Shetland Islands, I think maybe. I'm not totally sure. Combs make parts. Mauna Loa. What is this? Capital of every country. Global economy. That's nice. This feels current. It just feels like it's a puzzle that was constructed this millennium. So is it found age after many years? Film composer Morricone. Is it? I'd bet like 2021 odd. Yep. Let's say that's Ennio and Cacao. Ennio Morricone is tough, especially. These aren't exactly like gimme crosses, so I don't know. Seat occupier. Still, I'm thinking that's like Rep or Paul. Elude, lab tube. Oof. Oh, is it? So I think this is Rep, and I think this is like pipette, right? Cab, indenting aid. I think this is pipette, right? Potato or pasta is a carb. It has its faults. California, Cali. So this is panoramas. Panoramas. Cab set, I guess. And yesterday there was a really weird one in the Thursday puzzle, yesterday's puzzle, that was like hanging indent, I think, which is another formatting thing that just. So this is scenic panoramas. That's good. We got that. Let's go back down here where we were. Stylish. Club's premier venue. So it's got to be the something team, right? This is like a soccer club, Manchester United. Club's premier venue. Oh, maybe this isn't team. How many Amish barns are raised? Oh, in one day. Oh, I like that. Also reminds me of Kingpin, which is just like such an awesome movie. Woody Harrelson and Bill Murray when Randy Quaid is Amish, and there are a lot of really great Amish jokes. Great movie. Patronized in a way, like dined at, maybe mid-century dined at. Friday has unlike an I. Okay, so dined. It's either dined at or dined in. Definitive master of film. Oat. Is this oat of this world? I feel like dined at. I love Ben and Jerry's, but that's not what I'm familiar with. This is done, right? Stylish. Stop here. Stop here. Oh. Club's premier venue, so main room, I guess. Is that right? The diminutive master's Yoda, that works. Stylish. Oh, Tony. So it's done with an O. This is pretty tough. This is definitely like above average difficulty. I feel like I know the answer to this question, but something car, high MPG vehicle is a green car. I should have had that earlier. This just in, late news. Gotta be news. Large marble. Appropriate. Late news. Something and all stock characters. Stan. Be present. Exist. Appropriate annex like Crimea. Irritant peeve. Sven. Oof. I guess this is Ira and wow. Let's see, what could this be? Impasto? All right. Well, we've done it. It's been solved. It happened. Impasto. I really thought that was going to ring a bell, and it doesn't at all. It does remind me of my number one favorite joke of all time, which is, what do you call fake spaghetti? And impasta. But impasto is new to me. This region is pretty tough. Green car I should have gotten earlier and it would have made it easier, but Sven and Ol, I don't know, and Taw is pretty tough. I really wasn't expecting that. Main room in a club, like this is one of those like 3-story clubs that you'd find in a big city and that I would avoid at all costs. Don't love it, and especially these days when it's like the last thing you would do is go to a gigantic multi-room venue. Although I guess like Australia is open for business and they've probably got some of these clubs down there. Don't like having a Ra and Ba back to back here. I think that's pretty rough. Ennio Morricone. I'm curious what he's made. Did he feel like this is going to be a spaghetti westerns thing? Like maybe some of the late Clint Eastwood stuff. I don't really know though. Kendo's going to go in my write-up later. I like that one, and I like the outfits they wear. I think that they're pretty neat. Cry for attention, that's fine. Scenic panoramas I enjoyed more because I had just been to the Grand Canyon. Space telescopes feels redundant, right? Like telescopes are for space. So I don't know. And this, I don't know, like can this expression go either way, name to a face, face to a name? Because I had never really thought about the sequence of the words, but when I had to actually write it, it was, I mean, I have no idea um, what that's all about. Anyways, though, I like this puzzle. It's a little bit tougher than the last few Fridays. 17:30. I'm going to say this was probably like a 12-minute solve if I had not done a live solve. I'm going to write the full review and write up of the puzzle, and I'll put it up on crossboss.blog later today. So hope you'll check it out. I've launched a Patreon page, so I am soliciting money from people now. I'm trying to figure out the future of Crossboss now that the world is kind of coming back to real life. It's weird having this gigantic daily commitment that is really time consuming. And I'm trying to figure out if I should, what the future should be, if I should continue to do the blog daily, if I should focus more on videos, stuff like that. I'm going to drop a link to the Patreon in the notes for this video. And if Crossboss is something that's important to you, I'd appreciate a small donation. If you gave me $5, it would really just help me know that it's something that's important to you and you want me to continue doing it. Just trying to get a gauge on this because it's hard to justify this, 15 hours a week of crossword blogging now that the world has kind of kicked back into gear. And if you don't want to give me money, that's cool too, because this is a ridiculous way to spend your money and you should probably give it to like a food bank or something. Anyways, I really appreciate you joining me for this live solve today, February 26th, 17:30. Appreciate your guys' help. This was a little bit of a trickier puzzle than usual. And like I say, we'll have the write-up on crossboss.blog later today. So thanks for joining me, and please check me out again next time for another live solve of the New York Times crossword. Thanks.